Alrighty, I think we're recording here now, folks. I'm going to show you a little device. It's called an electrosurgical. It's called a Hyfrecator. And that's an acronym for high frequency cauterizing device. I picked this up on eBay last week. I learned how to use it. My grandfather was a doctor, a dentist, surgeon. He was everything. When you get older, when you're a fossil like me, you might start to get these little growths, little moles, warts, tags, I think they call them on TV. This thing will say, no, stay there. This thing will save you money. If you go see your doctor to get these things looked at, you're going to pay a doctor's visit. Get out of here! Get! You're going to pay a doctor's visit, and your doctor's probably going to refer you to a dermatologist, and the dermatologist is probably going to either burn these growths off with a Hyfrecator, or if he decides to do a biopsy because he can make more money doing that, then he might do that. But there is zero risk, zero harm in using one of these Hyfrecators. I've seen it done, and I did a couple yesterday, and just cooked these things. Like I said, they start developing when you get older, and there is a remote chance that if any of the growths that you have in your skin, I think they're called precancerous melanomas, your dermatologist, before he does a biopsy, he might attempt to just use a Hyfrecator. This is an older model. Nowadays they're digital, a little more complex to use, but the old ones work just as well as the new ones. So I'm going to show you exactly how this thing works. It's plugged in. It's got a foot pedal down here to fire the power. You'll see the green light come on, and you might, when I touch the skin, let me show you what I've got here. Okay, I've got power now. The power is variable, it goes from 0 to 100. It's got low output and high output, and the rule of thumb is always go with the lowest power first. Gosh, Grandpa, when he used one of these Bircher Hyfrecators, he had the thing to the max. And man, you could see a bolt of lightning when you got close to the skin there. But I've got this one on mid-power, low output, and what I'm going to do, if you look real closely, let's see, you can see I burned one of these yesterday, a mosquito bite right there, and the thing's itching, scratched. Might burn it to see if it stops itching. I've got one, there's two. I've got one on the back of my thumb here, another on the back of my wrist, and the cat's been busy too. Anyway, okay, if you look real close, when the electrode makes contact with the skin, you'll see a tiny spark if you have the low output and up to mid power on this thing. So I'm going to show you how this thing works, and these are available on eBay, and I got this one for about 45 or 50 bucks plus a couple of bucks for shipping, and it will save the cost of a doctor's visit in the first use. So I've got one of these things right here, and if you look real close, you might see the spark. Again, I've got the power on mid and on the low output, so I'm going to show you what's going on here. Okay, look real close here. Okay, I can feel it. I don't think you can. I can feel the stinging. This thing is not hot. I can touch it. But what it does, it fires an electrode, where it fires through the electrode. I'll tell you what, I'm going to crank the power up just a little bit to about 3/4 power, so maybe you can see the spark in this thing. Okay, I can see a little. There you go. And what it does, it cauterizes the tissue, and it makes it into kind of like a scab, and I guess in a couple days it'll fall off. And I've got another one around here somewhere, and it doesn't hurt. It's like a little, okay, Okay. Alright, I think that's enough for demonstration. You can get on Google, do your homework on these things. You can probably find some videos on YouTube. I'm going to get this mosquito bite here. That's a little more juicy where I've scratched it open, so it's going to sting a little more. And there's another one right there. These things have been on here for so many years, and I should have bought one. I think you can probably see that. You just kind of touch it, tap it, stroke it, and it doesn't bleed, and just kind of cooks a little bit. And after a couple days, alright, I think that's good enough for a demonstration. And again, this thing will save you money, and there's a remote possibility that it could save your life if you have a precancerous melanoma. I think that's what it's called, and you can successfully burn it off. So I'm going to cut this short, keep the upload time short, and if you got any questions, ask your doctor or Google or both, or ask me, all of the above, and it will save you money, and it will if these things are just benign, then it'll burn them away and they'll be gone. And if not, then you can do it again a little more power, or just do it again the same power, and you'll be happy that you did this. Thanks for watching there, and I'll get you next time.